And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in the hate me, they hate me. What should I do?
Can McCaffrey do it again? It's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the number 2 overall pick from the 2016 draft, standing at 6'5", Carson Wentz.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On play action, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 65 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up. No balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So that one will be accepted. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, That'll drive a team towards a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Watch him now, Barney!
Right back to him on first down. Whoosh. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Kyle Juszczyk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, they weren't messing around. First and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it 6 points on the board. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go. Waiting.
Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run it here. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Set. 20.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-7. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he spins through, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Party, party. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 319! 319! Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's caught at the 7. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are in for 6.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now the former 4th-round pick is Kalen Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Wentz to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Wentz now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz to throw again. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, it's Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll go on the ground, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Come on now. Let's go.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say not get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
Now Jackson on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
319!
Here's Jackson on third and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first and 10, here's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
56. Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. M.J. Stewart made the tackle from his corner spot. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. 180!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun. Wentz over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The result, a 1st down as the quick slant gets him 14. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now. as he's on to punt for Carolina. Taken in at the 11.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Right back to him on first down. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard. Hot.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Detroit. Detroit. Set. 319. 319. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
He'll get it up the middle. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try running for it. This is Juszczyk. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And his kick here is good. And the Panthers have won the football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next.